We are live. Good morning, or good afternoon, rather. It's 3 o'clock in the afternoon. This is Charles Zito, and I have a speech that I just wrote that I would like to read to everybody. Normally, I wait till people come in, but I'm just going to go ahead and get started with this. The title of this speech is going to be called, What Are Your Desires in Life? Everyone has goals in life. But before one can figure out what one wants to do with one's life, you need to set goals for yourself in order to do this. Now, before this can be accomplished, you need to know exactly what you're going to do and, more importantly, how you're going to accomplish this. In order to figure this out, you have to ask yourself exactly what it is that you're good at. Now, to do this successfully, ask yourself the following questions. What is it that you're good at, like I just said? What are the steps involved to become successful at whatever it is you happen to do? Now, write out a statement of your goal and read it in the morning and right before you go to bed every single day for 30 days straight. At first, this might seem a little strange. However, when you follow this idea, you'll be pre-programming your subconscious mind for success on whatever goal it is that you happen to have for yourself. Your subconscious mind will guide you in the right direction. This technique has been around for many years, and the reason I keep bringing it up so many times in my presentations is simple. It's because it works. Now, so many people in our world have great ideas and no organizational skills to put these ideas into action. Sometimes it might seem like impossible to put those ideas into action. It may seem like it's impossible. However, the human mind is the most powerful thing we have in our bodies. This amazing natural instrument can be programmed for better or for worse. They need to be doing that for the better to listen to motivational speakers and read positive literature on a consistent basis. That's something I like to do. I like to listen to motivational speakers and read positive literature. We'll get into that in just a minute. Now, many people will probably automatically say when they hear something like this that it's just a big waste of time and leave it at that. Now, these are the same people who never get anywhere in life. Now, why is that? Well, it's very simple. You wouldn't have that desire unless your idea was good. You wouldn't have that fire in your belly about said idea unless said idea was good. So when you encounter someone who is not so positive on your journey of success, someone who would rather do everything they could to bring you down versus encouraging you to participate and continue with whatever it is you're doing, don't let that affect your mind in a negative way that the person is trying to go. You don't need that kind of negativity in your mind. Nobody does. Now, the reason I decided to make this talk today is I needed a pickup. Sometimes running an entrepreneurial business can be a real pain in the you-know-what. In fact, there's more of that going on than good things most of the time. That's why I started listening to motivational speakers. I do this to keep me in the better space that I need to be in. Sometimes life has its way of kicking you in places you don't want to be kicked. It is right here where you have to be strong. This is where faith and persistence come in. When the negative naysayers of our world come in contact with you about your great idea, they will do everything they can to get you to quit. It is right here you've got to step up to the plate and not let them do it under any circumstances. As an entrepreneur, you will encounter this over and over again. A true entrepreneur will never give up, regardless of what kind of situation they come across, what kind of battles they wind up being up against. You have to be strong. You have to be stronger than you ever have been in your entire life, because most people are going to look at you like you're crazy. Now, why is that? I've said this before. People are scared. They're afraid of success. Many people are afraid to try. They're afraid of failure. Most are so afraid of failure that that is their motivation for not trying, regardless of what they're trying to accomplish. That statement right there makes me very sad. The reason it makes me sad, there's no place for it in our world, yet 99% of our world goes there with everything. And that is sad, because they seem to be in that negative space. Now, it is because of this general negative thinking that most people in our world think this way. That's why I do these presentations. I am doing what I can to motivate people to change their negativity, to change their mindset so they can get on with their life. Now, why would I even consider doing anything like that? Well, negativity breeds negativity. If you look at your subconscious mind as if it were a garden that had no vegetables in it, and instead of vegetables, what do you have? Nothing but weeds. When you fill up your subconscious mind with negativity, that's exactly what your subconscious mind is going to have. Weeds breed other weeds. It clogs your subconscious mind. People wonder why I like to read motivational literature and listen to positive motivational speeches. There is a reason for it. By replacing negative thoughts with positive thoughts, you are effectively weeding your subconscious mind of those negative thoughts that are everywhere around us. Now, be steadfast in your goals. Do not let anything get in your way, regardless of what people say or do. Remember, they've been programmed negatively by our society their entire lives, and they don't know anybody better, buddy. They don't know any better because that's what they've heard their entire lives. Now, anyone like this needs to take the time to weed the garden of those negative thoughts. So start listening to people like Napoleon Hill, Dr. Norman Vincent Peale, Dr. Sean Stevenson, Lizzie Velasquez, Lisa Nichols, Jim Rohn, the list goes on and on. Les Brown, he's amazing, by the way. I encourage each and every one of you to do the same. By doing so, you will weed your garden of those negative thoughts. Thank you for listening to this talk today, and I now open the floor for questions. And of course, I don't have any viewers right now, but that's okay. I was expecting that. It's not a problem. Is it going to faze me negatively? Absolutely not, because this video is going to go on YouTube. It's also going to go on Facebook. And I encourage anybody who takes the time to look at this speech, please share it with your friends and encourage them to share it, because this speech needs to go viral all over the world right now. I thank you for listening, and God bless.